Guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. They will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wilson on first down, dancing to his left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second and a couple, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
The penalty is declined.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, 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 check.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And some room to work. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dominic Pecco racks up the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. On 1st down, Carson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run again with Carson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Wilson, flushed out right. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? If we shut you down, they're over on the bench right now feeling great.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks. Rush coming, and he's taken down. KJ Wright in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Finding room inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Out to his left. He's to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 21-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see him. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
You got three down.
Jackson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
To throw on third down, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Rasheem Green. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Ravens.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So Wilson and the Seahawks down by 6. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They run for it with Carson.
it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Down. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Jackson on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his left. He may try to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Bring it. Bring it. Tight dog. 57's the mic. Watch 50. Zebra. Hey, watch it. Run left. I got you. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Check 99.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. On first and 10, Jackson flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ezekiel Ansah in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. Now Jackson throwing on third and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, Hero, good time.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. On third down, Wilson. He finds Ursua. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, it's Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing it on 3rd and long. Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Step and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. On 3rd down, Carson, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he's going to, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to spin free. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth-quarter do-or-die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Coming to you. Coming to you. Hey, 0, 0, 0. You ain't good.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Tempo.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Back to you.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now, operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Ziggy Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 82 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson on first down. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Jackson rolling to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential? It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Forced out to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong, and we're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big topics. But in sports, it's actually kind of cool when these things happen. Remember, Seattle at 7-9 hosted the defending Super Bowl champs New Orleans and beat them. That big Marshawn Lynch run that we'll remember forever. Carolina 7-8-1, they actually lost at home in their playoff game. So you don't know how it's going to turn. I like division champs winning it and getting a home game even when the records are kind of messed up.
I'm with you. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, this is a good window right here, partner, to wish happy holidays to everybody out there in Madden Land. And happy holidays to you and yours as well.
Same to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, however you celebrate the holiday season.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of, what is your favorite holiday song? Because I know in the elevator on the way up, we heard Feliz Navidad, and you went into the fetal position.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I feel bad about that because, you know, it's a big hit and all, but it's not my favorite. Silver Bells, as done by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
My favorite.
That's classic. I'd have to go Burl Ives, have a holly jolly Christmas. Always puts me in a jolly mood.
I love that because when we watch some of the Christmas specials, there's Burl Ives as the narrator.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Kendricks and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Deeper. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 4 down.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson dancing to his left. He'll take a shot for into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Jackson back into his end zone, and he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball, man. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in it. Finish him. Even if I ever did the minimum, all in the Arizona, better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop be looking bleak now? I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
sure I'm going big like.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set. Yellow waiting.
On first down, Brees flushed out right. And he's going to keep it. And, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
2 yards on the pickup.
Back, General West. Now. Hey, lock it. Get it.
This is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey. Look at me. Go. Ready?
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints will have the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze going to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. From midfield, here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Vernon Butler in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 54, watch 54. That's the pass.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. They'll run for it, McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Bust through the tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, McCaffrey. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
To throw again on second down. Breeze nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Muscles him off. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground, Kamara. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Kyle Love drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Airing it out for Olsen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second and 10, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's now third down.
Allen off the play fake. Going up top. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Don't get nervous. Kill. Go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Panther first down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 14 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze now on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Breeze again. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my...
They've got his man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Go.
On play action, Allen. Complete to right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
54.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Airing it out for Olsen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Check right 54. Right 54. You can't go. Come on.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch hit.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw, it's Allen. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen, off play action, escaping the pressure right. Now he's got it. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball is not free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Demario Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Five.
Allen going to go on fourth down. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints will have the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. They run it again with Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A give to Kamara running right, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And it is incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because
a breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey. Switch. Go. 54. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Look at me. Zip line.
On 4th down, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Onyemata. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Breeze now to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Off play action, Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Panthers on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Allen to throw. Off the play fake. And this is caught at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Right there.
McCaffrey will try to run it in. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This will be taken. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Check.
Hey, high 7. Yeah. Ready?
Allen, off play action. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Jordan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey.
Off the play fake. Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
52.
Off play action. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
McCaffrey. A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Breeze. And they're going to be set up in the red line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yes! Leo, get it!
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Ricky.
Go!
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Man, I got you.
Now a run with McCaffrey. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there. And he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't... Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
And New Orleans. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but territory, tell your mama and tell your daddy, tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
'57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
180. 61. Matchbox light.
Check 26. Check 26.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Room here. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there by Gordon. Give him 58 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get left.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Snead's got it. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Jackson. Thomas has got it. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula? There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown LA. Melvin Gordon, 78 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Jackson now, escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, fellas.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And again, it's Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Domata Peko, the one to get him down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the 1st down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Rivers eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And the return stops at the 39. Yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson, rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 14 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score, Ravens 28, Chargers 13. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're
looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a good return here as he takes it up.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play.